Hi everybody, I am Mike Martin. With us today again is John Fanning, keeping us in great wines here at the store. Speaking of good and great wines, we have got the new vintage of a very popular red called Evodia, and this is from Calatayud, Spain, which is a little bit southwest of Rioja. So, you know, John has bought this. We get this from Eric Solomon.
From Eric Solomon Selections, yeah. I'd have to look it up. I'd say this is only maybe the fourth, maybe fifth vintage of this wine.
Yeah, maybe 07 was the first.
Eric Solomon, you know, we've actually tasted several of his wines during these videos recently. Owns a company called European Selections, kind of the first American guy to go over initially to some Chateauneuf-du-Pape properties in France, and then to some real rustic, backwater areas of Spain where they weren't really paid attention to in recent memory, and sources these great wines from really old neglected vineyards. And he had the wine Las Rocas was his first custom cuvee, which was a very, very popular Garnacha, and he sold that to Gallo, I believe, and started Evodia, as we said, several years ago. And last vintage got a 90-point review, and we're showing now that 2011 just released just got a 90-point review from Stephen Tanzer.
I think almost every vintage they've gotten high 80s or low 90s. And Calatayud, I think they were afforded a DO status in the 90s, and it seems like better and better wines are coming out of this. I actually had a bottle of this a couple nights ago, and I personally thought it was better than the 10. I really, really liked it.
This is actually the first time I've tasted. I'd say a little less alcoholic than the 10, a little bit more just bright fruit, a little bit more elegant than the 10 was. $7.99. Outside of real big established brands, I'd say this is probably our top selling wine of the past 2 years or so. We sound cliche, we can't really keep it in stock.
I sort of debated whether we should even show it since so many people know it, but I wanted to do it because I thought it was even better than the 10, and there were so many people that liked the 10. It's really dark raspberry fruit, a little bit of cherry. Yeah, and actually some minerality, for that price. This is pretty unheard of. That's a good idea. Vintage to vintage, it should be a real consistent wine. Sometimes when a vintage changes and the rating may not be there, people stop paying attention. Yeah. So I think it's good just to talk about. That's why I asked you this morning if we could get more, because I was kind of worried because this.
Well, actually, there's a whole lot more coming today, and it will keep on coming. So Evodia 2011, another 90 points, still at $7.99. I don't think there's a better bottle of red wine in the store for that.
I would agree, and I don't know if we mentioned that it's 100% Garnacha, kind of big bold red wines from this area, but. I mean, if you got a pulse, you gotta love this wine. I mean, it's probably my favorite of the under $8 in the whole store. So, check out the new vintage, Evodia 2011. Can't miss. Thanks.